A big development in a case we have been following for nearly 2 years now. A man who sued the Lee County Sheriff's Office for excessive force is getting a lot of money as part of a settlement. Gulf Coast News investigator Evan Dean is live in our studio with the details.
Yeah, Peter, this is what Corey Samick looked like after he was arrested by LCSO and booked into the jail in August of 2023. Nearly 2 years later, he's getting $400,000 for what happened that night.
This is where it all happened. Overnight outside this gas station on Palm Beach Boulevard, Lee County Sheriff's deputies came across Corey Samick, who they said was drinking and causing problems. He was arrested, charged with trespassing, resisting arrest, and disorderly intox. But what he looked like after the arrest raised questions about what happened during it. Soon after, the state attorney dropped the charges, and the next month, after an internal investigation, Sheriff Carmine Marcino announced Sergeant Christopher Meyer was fired for improper use of force in Samick's arrest. 2 deputies were also fired, and 4 others disciplined for, in part, not properly reporting what happened that night. Last year, attorney Joe North filed a lawsuit on Samick's behalf against Marcino and Meyer, alleging excessive force. Now, we've learned Samick is getting $400,000 as part of a settlement agreement. Records show it's being paid by the Florida Sheriff's Risk Management Fund. A spokesperson for LCSO released a statement about this settlement, writing in an email to Gulf Coast News that, "We are satisfied that the civil litigation was resolved appropriately and timely. However, we can't comment further since there remains an open and active criminal investigation regarding former employee Christopher Meyer."
About that criminal investigation into Meyer in all of this, the governor's office has assigned it to the state attorney to our north. That's to avoid a conflict of interest with our local state attorney. The office handling the investigation would not comment on it or where it stands. We tried reaching Meyer himself, but have not heard back. Samick's attorney, Joe North, confirmed the settlement, but said they would not be commenting on it. Reporting in the studio, I'm Evan Dean for Gulf Coast News.
Trailhand Bill. Man, I laughed my ass off when they popped that turn on the screen, man. A black dude suing white dudes for beating a white dude ass, man. Corey, what's up, big dog? Yeah, nothing whatsoever funny or humorous about how my man looked, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something. I've said this before in my videos. I kind of read people, and that doesn't mean I'm always right, but I measure things. You see what I'm saying? They charged this man with trespass and disorderly conduct, drunk in public, whatever, man. Corey really, just from looking at that picture, it seems like he's the type of dude who really don't bother nobody, man. He may have a drink here or there, may have too much to drink sometimes. You see what I'm saying? But he just comes off as the type of person who, if anything, may be a little loud and obnoxious sometimes, really never intending to bother anybody. Now, let me reiterate this fact. My know-it-all ass got that just from looking at that picture. While on the other hand, this coward-ass cop on the screen right now who got fired, he looks like appropriate American society. And if there's one group of people besides spoiled-ass kids that I can't stand, and spoiled-ass kids grow up to be these adults, it's motherfuckers like this. Because they look like the homecoming king. They look like the homecoming queen. These motherfuckers do everything the way it's supposed to be done. But if you really look into who they are as people, they are some of the most despicable human beings that God has ever created. And they just they go out of their way to externally present as appropriate. I can't stand inappropriate motherfuckers. Because usually it'll be the guys like the dude who ass they beat. That's the one that really, like, that's the guy you would want your kids hanging out with. Now, I ain't saying he ain't got his issues too, but I'm saying if you had to choose between the two, because let's go back to these charges that they charged him with versus what the they did to him. Who's the worst criminal here? Who's the one that we really shouldn't be want our kids anywhere around or any of our loved ones? Yet, in real time, it's the opposite. The ones who are the worst criminals who did this to this human being created in God's image, these are the ones who are sold to us as the heroes, the ones that we should feel safe around, the ones who will rush to protect us. Why the fuck y'all ain't protect Big Dog, man? They said 2 of y'all got fired. I think 3 to 4 more y'all got suspended. Where were the good cops in this scenario? They don't exist. Perfect segue. What the homie got going on that made them go this hard on him, man? We have seen Johnny's murder Americans, kids, men, and women. Murder, bro. I don't care. We got the video evidence. This ain't nothing I gotta exaggerate, be hyperbolic about. The video evidence is out there. If nothing else lies, video don't. Now, I know it's 2025, AI and all that, but we ain't talking about no damn AI videos. We talking about real human lives extinguished by coward-ass domestic terrorists. They literally go home with paid vacations. What happened here? They didn't just fire homie. They fired his mans too. And let them tell it, discipline 3 or 4 of his other mans. And now they have an outside law enforcement agency investigating his ass, prosecutor's office. What happened here? Anytime they make any effort to hold Johnny's accountable, I'm going to ask what the hell is going on. I just asked that question about this Florida cop who pulled out a taser gun on a gentleman getting off of work at CVS. I said, what the fuck made them throw him under the bus and handle him like they should handle all these cases? Somebody jumped in the comments, and I finally seen it about an hour ago. Had a very busy day. Haven't been able to read many comments. And they say it could be the fact that his father is a former high-ranking cop in the area. Now, do I know that's factual or not? I don't. I'm not saying the commenter is lying, but I'm saying I can't verify that's factual if I had to wager something on it. But guess what else? I wouldn't be surprised to find out that's what's going on. The guy who they did this to, his father is a former high-ranking cop. So your ass cannot be out here doing this to ex-Johnny's kids. So I'm going to circle back around to the question. Why in the hell did they make such a big deal out of this? I'm not even going to try to insert an answer because, again, we see cops do much worse and get paid vacations for it. I don't honestly think I said enough about how despicable this is. Looking at that gentleman's face, they could have killed him, man. And I say this in some of my videos. Some of the more recent ones I've been saying it, so maybe you saw them and heard this. We need more consistency. There are guidelines for dealing with people who are breaking the laws. And if you break the law to deal with people who are breaking the laws, why the hell are you mad at them for breaking the law? You got to decide when it was okay to step outside the boundaries of the law. So what gives you any authority to tell other people that they can't do the same? It makes no sense to me. Either we're going to remain within these guidelines and boundaries, all of us get to decide when we can step out of them. I don't give a damn what stepping outside of them looks like. If you get to decide for yourself when you can step outside of it, then how do you tell anyone else that they don't get to decide for themselves too? Therefore, if he just walks up to a car that a Johnny is sitting in and bam, in the head, now we got to be planning funerals and we got to be planning motorcades on the taxpayer dollar. How do you call him a criminal? He decided it was okay to step outside the boundaries of the law. Just like Johnny's do all of the damn time. $400,000, man, listen, fam. Your lawyer black. Yo, I better get your money out of that, man, because we'll hustle you if you... When I seen this video, guys, I was wagering. I said, this is either in Ohio, which was my first guess, I'll be honest, or Florida. I wasn't wrong. This could happen to you. This could happen to someone you love. I don't think it has to. Before you need to decide, let me get involved. Let me see what I can do to combat this war that the American government has declared on us, its citizens. And I don't know what that is for you, but I don't think you need to wait till you need to be filing a lawsuit because your face is disfigured to find out. I'm Trailer Bill. I'm very tired. It's still a very beautiful Monday night. 7:42. I hope you can say the same where you're at. I'm out. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.